Okay, it's a slightly different angle today, but I needed to get this off my chest and my phone doesn't have battery and the charger's here. But it's incredibly sunny today and I have something to say. Okay, it is going to be the best summer of all time. This summer, 2026 is going to be the best summer of all time. Why? Because we're going to make it the best summer of all time. We're going to be so present. We're going to be surrounded by the people we love the most. We're going to do the things that we want to do more than anything. We're going to soak up the sun and just be existing in our minds, getting the sun on our skin, going for runs in the sun. Two birds with one stone. You're getting the cardio and you're getting the sun on your skin. Make sure that you're wearing sun cream. Hashtag Baz Luhrmann. Everything is going to be amazing. Okay, this is the time of the year that we've all been waiting for. Okay, we don't have to wait for it, but my God, it is beautiful when it comes. The sun is brilliant for the soul. It literally replenishes all of your energy. We are in the UK and probably many other places in the world. We are subconsciously waiting for summer. Okay, winter is brilliant for putting your head down, getting your head down and getting stuff done. And summer is a time for you to kind of let your hair down. I don't have any. The reason why I'm wearing this on my head is because I don't want to get my head burnt. But life is unbelievably beautiful. Okay, this summer we're going to see friends, we're going to go out to nights out, we're going to dance, we're going to lose ourselves, we're going to find things that we love to do, we're going to try some new things out. I've got many things that I'm going to try out. I'm going to be doing lots of performances out. I'm going to be probably actually getting on the PA system and doing, talking like this in crowds and just trying to encourage people, motivate and let everyone know that they're not alone. No one is alone, okay? Yesterday I had a day where I was bogged down. I was feeling ill and I was feeling ill this morning, but I went to the gym and it made me feel so much better. I did a light workout and I walked back in the sun, just with my arms out, sometimes even dancing, listening to music on fucking Spotify. And it felt like God was my DJ. Honestly, I had one of my friends that sent me a song. I can't remember by the guy, but the song Radio that came on after that just got me so in the mood for summer. It is going to be incredible. Think about the mornings, waking up on a Saturday morning and just being like, I am going to seize the day. Get out, get amongst it. Try some outdoor runs when it's sunny, but make sure that you're wearing sun cream because my Lord, it makes you feel incredible. This summer, we need to spend time with our friends, spend time with our family and focus on the things that we love to do because right now I'm fit to burst. The cup has runneth over. My love is pouring out and I love every single last one of you. We have an opportunity this year to turn this in to the best year of our lives. And I think, honestly, the trajectory that I'm going down, this is going to be the best year of my life. And it's going to be 4 years on April the 23rd without alcohol. And I'm fucking proud of myself, honestly. I'm really fucking proud of myself. On the second year that I gave up drinking, that was the hardest moment. I didn't really have the feeling of achievement that year. I was like, okay, well, I've kind of done it now. And I had cravings to drink. That was the hardest time. But this time, I am feeling like I really have achieved something. I know that I'm not going back to alcohol. I've got the things in place that is going to prevent me from feeling like I need to escape. There are aspects of life that is going to make you kind of feel like alcohol would be the easy way out. And it is the easy way out. But the fallout and the trade-off, you're going to end up feeling the bounce back anxiety, the bounce back regret, the bounce back everything. That will dull all of your feelings that are supposed to be felt, okay? Don't turn to the bottle. If you have a problem like me and you've decided to stop drinking, just don't turn to the bottle. Go for a walk, call a friend. I want to start actually doing interviews on this channel with people with substance abuse issues and we can talk about it. We can show the world that all of the different relationships that we have with substance abuse, they all align. They all actually end with at the same destination. The fact that we don't want to do it anymore. Okay? run its course, and we're not going to do it anymore. This summer, we can be out, we can dance, we don't have to care, we can let go of control, we can relinquish control without alcohol. We do not need it. Guys, and I know this is not for everyone. I don't judge anyone that drinks. I wish I could drink in a sustainable manner, but I can't. I change. I disappear. I disappear into oblivion. I black out. I do things that I don't want to do. I wake up with no recollection of what I've done. You know, I end up in relationships that I don't want to be in. You know, I end up as like a detective in the crime scene of my house with cans everywhere, thinking, how many did I have? I have to count the cans. I have to think about how many did I drink when we were at that pub. I have to literally be a detective of my own life. I've taken back control. If that sounds like you, it's not a nice period, is it? It's really not. And I've been there, and I'm never going back. Life is a lot better without it. My God, we can get to a point that you never thought you would be able to get to without alcohol. You can dance, you can lose yourself, you can go on dates. And the other things that you can do is you can be completely consistent. You know, you're not in that recovery cycle. You're not in this perpetual state of stress and recovery. Once you've actually given up and you can see life clearly, then you will understand why I'm saying these things. It might sound like too much to digest at first, but the reason why I can see life fully is because I no longer have this thing that's dulling me. It was making me stupid. And I'm not saying this for everyone. Some people don't drink to the extent that I did. You know, when you drink to the extent that I did, binging 14, 16 plus spirits on top, beers and all that sort of shit, that's when it gets too much. And I'm not going to allow it back into my life again. You know, I have decided to take control, and life is beautiful. We can find so many things that we love to do. Think about all the things you haven't tried. You have no idea. You have no idea whether those things are actually the things that you're supposed to do. I love doing these videos. I love talking. I feel like I'm massaging my brain. I'm exercising my vocabulary. I'm testing my nerves. I'm testing, I'm feeling so confident. We can all do this. And as I said, I will urge you to try and make a video like this. You don't have to post it. Just talk to the camera and see what comes out. You can do it instead. I started doing it last night when I was just writing and trying to write in the exact same way that I talk, because my writing is often songwriting or poetry, and you're confined and restricted to the syllabic rhythm or the rhyme, and that kind of prevents you from saying exactly what you want to say. It's beautiful in its own way. It's cryptic, and it really makes you kind of like think about all of the potential words that could make sense in this rhyme scheme, and the metaphor, the simile, the semantic field, all of these conventions I absolutely love. But when you really just want to get your point across and you want to get some stuff out of your head, just do it in an unrestricted way. Don't think too much about the punctuation. If talking isn't your thing and you just don't feel as though you could get comfortable doing this, just take a pen and a pad, go onto your notes and just start writing. I do it before bed. I'm doing it in the morning now. I'm doing it before bed, in the morning, and I find out so much about myself. And we need to find out about ourselves. You're going to figure out these little things. There might be a theme that you end up going to in the morning. There might be a theme that you end up going to at night. I find myself very kind of like mentally stimulated with ideas at night. I don't know why. Probably because I'm naturally a night owl. I've always found it incredibly difficult to wake up in the morning because of my ADHD. I'm speaking very quickly, I understand. But the mornings have always been difficult for me, and that's why I do lean quite heavily on caffeine. But, that's also it anchors me with my ADHD. It allows me to focus, and that is one of my medications for ADHD, as well as exercise. But honestly, I'd really, really, really urge you to start writing in free verse. Just no idea what you're going to be writing about. Just start writing right now. You will find yourself lost in the moment. This is the absolute epitome of being in the moment when you're speaking and improvising, or you're writing and improvising, whatever comes to your head. That is an amazing feeling. It means that your thoughts won't get the better of you. If you struggle with like intrusive thoughts and you go around these kind of like vicious thought cycles where, negative thoughts or, are just echoing around your head and reverberating in your cranium, your kind of bone cage that is your head. You just need to get a pen and paper, get your notes and start writing. Okay, I absolutely love writing poetry at night as well, but I'm just trying to do something different because, as I'm saying in these videos, we've got to find things that we love to do. So once you know that you love something, yeah, you can use that, you can exercise that, you can do that whenever you want. But we also need to find other things. We can strike such a beautiful balance. We can strike an amazing balance of different things. That means that we're diversifying our time investment, and we can do so many different things. I was working on music yesterday. I was doing videos yesterday. I'm going to work on some music now. I've been to the gym. I've been for a walk. I've done a video already this morning. We can do so much. Okay, time is beautiful when you allow yourself to take control of it and realize that, yes, there is a finite amount of time, but we actually have plenty of time. Don't worry about the future. It doesn't exist. Don't worry about the past. Don't regret anything from the past. Only look back with fond memories, okay? Think about the laughs you've had with friends. Look at pictures of family members that you've never seen before. Wow, oh my God, that looks a little bit like me. I've got her nose. Don't look back with regret. It doesn't exist. The pain, the past doesn't exist. Right now, when you're writing and you're immersed in the creative realm where you disappear into inspiration and you turn into a receiver and everything is falling from the clouds and you're just catching it and you're receiving that signal. You're in that beautiful state of improvisation. We all need to go there. That is meditation. That is everything. We are incredibly creative creatures, okay? God has provided all of these elements, everything on this planet, you know? These are for us to play around with and create products, turn time into a product. That is such an amazing thing. Think about that. We're turning time into a product. That is so satisfying. And once you've created that product, people can then experience it and you don't have to do anything. You don't have to be there. You've created it for now that people can. Oh God, I'm getting a little bit kind of like lost in my head because it's just so, I love it so much, the thought that you can create something and then other people can just experience it and you don't have to be doing anything. That is such a satisfying thought. It's like putting on the dishwasher or the washing machine and then going out for a run. You know, it's that idea of like stacking things and something's happening whilst you're not doing it. It's like going for a run when it's sunny. You're going for a run and you're getting the vitamin D. That is such a satisfying thought. So create, people. I always come back to this, but I was working on I love playing Gran Turismo. I love driving, and I actually had aspirations to become a race car driver, but that never happened, probably for the best. But yeah, Gran Turismo, when you're creating designs for the cars, you can get so immersed in it, doing the decals and yeah, just doing the right colours, doing different colours on the different areas of the car, and really listening to some music and doing that and driving on Gran Turismo. Honestly, if you've got a PS5, get Gran Turismo 7. It is incredible. It's the only game on the PS5 that I've actually been like, this is a next generation experience. And yeah, you can hyper focus. If you're someone that's stricken with ADHD like I am, it allows you to fully hyper focus. And you know, you're there in the car, you're listening to music, and it's so, oh, it's amazing. You're just like present. You are 100% focused. You can't take your eye off the screen. You are in that car. If you mess up once, you've lost the race. So you have to be on the ball. And that's an amazing feeling. I love things that I have to focus on. You can tell that I've got like a burp coming up. Yeah, I love things that you have to focus on 100%. I don't like half-assed kind of like series that are just kind of made for people to be too screening. Oh, like that is disgusting for me. That is really tapping into a really negative advancement in civilization, that we are so in need of stimulation that we need two things stimulating us at once. Like, what? Some people are just like 3 screening. It's like, come on, who can have the most screens going at once and be focusing on the most things at once? It's going to be Jeff Bezos. Like, who? Focus on one thing. Read a book. Start doing something creative. Honestly, poetry for me has been such an amazing realization. You know, the finding out that I love poetry and I love words. And I think, in terms of extending and expanding your vocabulary, poetry is incredible. It really invigorates an area of your brain where you're kind of scraping the barrel of every single possible word that will fit with the rhythm and the rhyme. My style of poetry is very rhyme heavy and syllable, it has to have a specific rhythm. And, I've got many different kind of like styles of poetry that, it's not necessarily like a well-known established style, but I have like a very specific rhythm and rhyme. And yeah, I absolutely love it. It is, you disappear. You honestly disappear. Try and do these things. If you're really struggling at night to wind down and you need to go to sleep, turn your phone onto red mode, yeah? So you're not getting any blue light emitted, or get your pad out or whatever. I like notes personally on my phone just because you can amend, you can copy, paste, and then you can be like, that's one stanza that I like, but I've got an alternative one there. It's very good for amending without it becoming like a mess. So yeah, get your notes out, put your red filter on your phone, which means no blue light, so you're not suppressing your melatonin production. So you're going to be making sure that you can actually go to sleep and get an adequate sleep. And start writing. Start writing whatever comes to your head, whatever you're feeling. Get that feeling outside of yourself. Put it onto a page. Put it into your phone so that it no longer exists inside of you. This is for positive things and negative things. It is an amazing experience. It is something that I honestly think everyone would benefit from doing. It's a way of taking a trip inside of yourself. But in doing that, you're taking something outside of yourself. That is so amazing. You're turning yourself into a product. That's a brilliant thing. You're turning a feeling into something that will be there forever. Other people can experience it. Other people can read it and have a look, some insight into your life. I'm never going to be the best. Don't worry about being the best. Worry about it being an accurate representation of you. That is perfection. Passion is perfection. You are amazing. You are beautiful. There's never going to be another you. Write yourself down on a page. Turn yourself into a song. Turn yourself into a drawing. Turn yourself into a short film. Turn yourself into anything. You can be whatever you want to be. Just write it down, okay? You can turn your feelings. Oh man, I hope you understand that this is never going to be fake. This is never going to be kind of hyperbole. This is never going to be like an over-exaggerated version of myself. If I'm expressing a specific version of myself, if I'm expressing anything on these videos, it's going to be me, okay? And if it's like slightly more melancholic, or if it's like me, I'm slightly more, bogged down or in my feelings, I'm going to express that. If I'm feeling passionate, if I'm feeling positive, if I'm talking about how this is going to be the best 2026, well, of course it is, it's the only 2026, this is going to be the best summer of all time, 2026, then I'm going to say it. I'm going to let everyone know, because I know we have got this. We're going to take control. We're going to find the things we love. And I love to do this. I love to make music. I love to take photos. I love to find different perspectives, that things that aren't beautiful, and portray them in a beautiful light. I saw a hand dryer today, yeah, that was kind of crusting from rust, and it had like flakes of paint that were falling off of it and everything like that. And I was like, there's something beautiful about that. So I took a picture of it from a specific angle and I put it in black and white, and the texture looked incredible. I'm going to use it for probably like either a thumbnail or an album artwork, where you want to, I like Photoshop, I love doing collage and that sort of stuff, and I will probably use that as a layer that I can bring the opacity, so basically make it more transparent, and you can turn that into like a texture. So you could do a white background, and then you can take some of the opaque, but I don't even know that's how you say it. I've never actually had to say that word, but yeah, take that out, and then you basically turn that color and you give it like a texture, so it gives you a little bit more kind of like strength to your design. It's not just like a plain background. That's a little tip. If you want to create things on Photoshop, using layers and making it more transparent and doing layers on top of each other is a very, very useful tool. But yeah, I love doing Photoshop. But anyway, people, you can see it in my eyes that I am feeling great today. I was feeling ill for the first couple of days this week, and I'm just out of it now. And this is a great kind of like analogy for, going through difficult things in life, and then you can really experience the sun when it hits you. And yeah, it is going to be an amazing summer. The rain has fallen, the trees have grown, the leaves are flourishing. It's time for us to do the same. You know, the winter is kind of, you know, see it as a soil for things to grow. And the summer is a time to appreciate the flowers and appreciate what we've made and what we've done in the winter, because life is fucking beautiful. Anyway, people, peace out. You keep dragging me back in because I'm just feeling so good. And yes, have a lovely day, whatever you're doing. Eat some nice food, go for a walk, call your friends, nurture your child self, nurture yourself, be kind to yourself, and get a good sleep. Get around 7 hours, because that is a very, very important thing. It's a superpower of ours. So peace out, dream big, and sleep well.